What's going on? Welcome back to George's channel. Today I'm gonna be heading to a little car meet, and I'm gonna meet up Jeff and some other friends of mine that I haven't seen for a while. Right now I'm actually gonna pick up a buddy of mine, and I'm in the 6. So how about we just get to the meet and see what's there. Yeah, maybe I could do like a little film type of thing and see all the cars that are there. It's been a while since I've been to a little car meet, so let's just skip to that, yeah? Alright, so we're done with the cruise. I didn't really vlog too much at the cruise, or not the cruise, the car meet. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the little small clip that we had. I met up with Jeff and them, had a good time seeing them. Went to go eat, and then we're back here we're gonna put the intake on the 6, since I've literally had it in the trunk for the past 2.5 months, or since I got the car. So it's about time to put the intake in and see how it'll sound. It's probably not gonna make too much of a difference until I actually get the full tune in a couple weeks. I'm just waiting for the downpipe that's coming in a couple weeks, or hopefully in 2 weeks from now. So yeah, so let me go ahead and just pop the hood up and take the intake out. So I guess this is like a little extra on the Speed 6, I guess. Yeah, so I've had this intake just chilling back here for a while. It's already all scratched up. I had painted it recently. Okay, so I just painted this, right? I didn't really do the tips and all that because they're going to be covered, obviously, so you won't be able to tell. The paint's still holding up pretty good despite being in here, being tossed all over the place. And I got this. Now, I tried painting these couplers. I was curious to see if paint would paint over the red. As you can tell, it didn't work. Just made a mess. But yeah, just gonna put this in. Got that. I got this. I gotta go get the clamps because I forgot to get the clamps, and then I got the filter for it. So got this stuff to put in, and yeah, let me go ahead and go into the hood. All right, so if you haven't done this before, it's really simple. You're gonna have to pop out the MAF sensor. And since you have this off, you might as well just clean it up. I had cleaned mine when I got the car, so I cleaned it. Unplug the connector, unclip your airbox. Once you unclip that, loosen this up. This should pop out. Be careful because it's still going to be connected right here. And then take this off so you can get more access on the bottom. Okay, once you take the top mount shroud off, you're going to take this whole, this piece is coming out. So you're going to want to pop it off from here and then run that line to the intake, and I'll show you in a second. So if you're wondering how to remove this, you basically have to depress this. So you depress this in and then pull on both sides. So this side, depress it, it'll move a bit, so you're able to do the other side, and then after you do that, you pull out. All right, and the way you remove this, you literally pull it up and it'll pop out. Okay, so you remove this little 10 millimeter bolt that sits right here, and you're gonna go inside. You're gonna have to pop this hose that sits on the inlet pipe. You can't tell, but I broke mine because it's been sitting for so long that the plastic got brittle with where it came from. But anyways, so once you do that, you have that bolt. That bolt right there you gotta take off because that's what's connected to the turbo. Then you should be able to slide off the inlet pipe. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna remove this hose. I'm gonna put a new hose on it. I'm gonna try to put as much new stuff on this thing as possible. And then I ended up unclipping this harness because this thing's in the way. And the way you unclip it, you literally push down on this tab on top, and there's another one, same on the bottom. Once it's hooked up in there, you're able to pull it out when you depress those two pieces. So yeah. So this is my first time working on a Speed 6, guys, but we removed the battery tray that was right here, popped the little clip that was right here. You literally just pry it and then pull up on it, and that intake's finally on there. This made it a lot easier. I was trying to see if I could make it work without removing that stuff, but you know, it made it more convenient with removing that stuff. So the intake's on there. This thing's really small, but let's continue with the install. Alright, so update. So I use a new line for the vacuum right here, and then a new line for the port that comes off the intake or the valve cover. So this is a new line with new hose clamps. Pipes in there. It's pretty snug. One thing to know is that there's a bracket right there, which is what connects to this harness. It's a little bit of a pain to you, like I mentioned earlier, remove all this stuff that's on this area to kind of help you out. So now I'm going to put the front part of the intake and continue on with the install. Okay, so the front half of the intake is now on. One thing I noticed is that I have AWR mounts. So this car came with AWR mounts. This whole intake system's on there. Everything looks good. Now I'm going to put the battery back in. Probably I might actually just leave this thing unclipped so I don't have to deal with it in the future. But yeah. And if you guys are wondering where I got these extra hoses to replace the old ones, just go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or an auto parts store where they carry hoses. Alright, so everything's back on the car. The top mount shroud's on there. Everything is hooked up. I gotta put the battery back on now, and then probably reflash it, and then wait for the downpipe. And the upcoming videos, I'll be putting the downpipe on this thing, and then doing a custom tune. So let me go ahead and turn it on and reflash. Okay, so reflash time. If you're not familiar with it, you just put it in the on position. So if you hold the center button, it'll tell you the description. Alright, so I'm gonna put the SF one, so stage one SF for now. Click on it and let it do its thing. Gonna close the door to kind of prevent anything from happening. Let it do its thing. Obviously you do not want to be running the OTS maps for a very long time. This is going to be tuned in the next couple weeks. I'm just waiting for a couple more parts. And you know, I don't really drive the car as much, so it's not a big deal for me, at least. But if you're somebody that daily uses a car, you want to try to have it tuned on a custom tune. So let me get this, wait for this to load up, and I'll get back to you. So it's finished now. Now you put the key on the off position where everything practically, you know, you shut everything off. Wait 5 to 10 seconds and then, you know, you can start it up. So let me go ahead and open my door, start it up, so you can hear how it sounds. It's just gonna be a small difference in sound, but you'll be able to hear the turbo a little bit more. So it's not big of a difference, but you'll be able to hear the turbo a little bit more, and then the suction. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this small little vlog slash install video. I didn't do any revs on it because I'm trying to maintain the car for right now. I don't want to be doing too much crazy stuff to it without getting the custom tune. Like I mentioned, I'm waiting for a down price so I could finally tune it, and then eventually some more stuff is going to be coming in for it, and there's some things I also got to fix for it as well. So but yeah, pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one. Jordy out. Peace out. Enjoy. Have a good night.